a lot of SaaS companies do free trials, but there's absolutely no rule that they should do that. In fact, there's a lot of cases where a free trial really might not be appropriate. Two I can think of in particular. One is if it's a really complex app that requires, that's used by many people or that has a broad range of functionality, it might not be realistic to expect that the person who's doing the free trial would actually see all of that functionality over the course of the trial. So there's one example where free trial might not be the best. The second would be for an application that touches a lot of people. For example, if it's an HR, human resources application that's going to be deployed throughout the entire organization, everybody's going to use this to do performance management, to assess their performance. That's not the kind of thing that you want to deploy kind of as an experiment, so everyone could see it and use it before. There's just a lot of risk to doing that. So there's a second example of, maybe the sort of application that you might not want to show through a free trial. So if you don't use a free trial, what would you do? Well, there's a couple of alternatives here. One is to just do, kind of what on-premise companies have done for a long, long time, which is just do kind of a traditional demo. You would have, as a vendor, you or your sales support engineer would put together a demo that fits the criteria of what this particular prospective customer is looking for. You would fill in sample data, you would build out some templates and reports, perhaps configure a workflow, and then you as the vendor would sit and you would drive through this demo, and the customer, the prospect, would be sitting next to you and they would be watching you. That's a perfectly legitimate way to show your product, and as I say, on-premise vendors have been doing that for a long, long time. There is a variation on that, of course, and I've seen this before. Sometimes vendors will call it a sandbox demo, where they'll actually configure the product and put in some of the user's own data, but then they will actually allow the user, the prospective user, to do the driving while you as the vendor sort of sit in the passenger seat and watch them. But so those are at least two alternatives to the free trial where it might be more appropriate, a better way for you to show your product. A final thought on this that doesn't have to do with any kind of nifty technology, demo technology, but may serve the same purpose, is to actually just give the customer a money-back guarantee. You tell them, you pay for it, you buy it, you can work on it if it works for you and you enjoy the benefits that it's delivering for you. Great. If it doesn't, stop paying us, and you could no long-term commitment, and in some cases, if you want, here's your money back. That's another way to get it in the hands of a person, to let them try it without actually going through this free trial process. I hope that's helpful. My name is Peter Cohen. I'm with SaaS Marketing Strategy Advisors. You can reach me at saasmarketingstrategyadvisors.com, or just give me a call at 781-801-3397.